Hi everyone. Today we're going to just be reviewing the 1-2 and 1-4 classwork that I gave you. So this is how you do all those questions. In this first one, we're going to start off by simplifying this negative exponent. So a negative exponent will bring this a to the numerator, just the a, because the negative was only on the a. And I'm just rewriting the rest of the expression so that I don't accidentally lose anything. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the a's in the numerator and the b's in the denominator. Now, 1/3 plus 2/3 is 3/3, so that's equal to 1. So it's just a to the first power. I keep the b, and in the denominator, 1/5 plus 4/5 is 5/5, or 1. So this is the expression I'm left with. Now all I need to do is reduce the b's. They will cancel each other out. And I have a over 1, or just plain old a. Okay, so that's it for number 1. The answer is a. Number 2, what I would do first is change these radicals into exponents. So it's 4 times x to the 1/2 power multiplied by 9 times x to the 1/3 power. So what I'm going to do with those is I'll do 4 times 9, which is 36. And now I have to do 1/2 plus 1/3. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 over 3 to get 3/6. And I'm going to multiply this by 2 over 2 to get 2/6. So 3/6 plus 2/6 is 5/6. So this is x to the 5/6. And that is my answer, 36 times x to the 5/6. In number 3, I have the 8th root of x to the 7th, and I believe you're asked to rationalize. So I like to change this into a fractional exponent just to make my life easier. You do not have to do that. Some people can just look at these and be like, I know exactly what to do. And that's fine. Go with it. But for this one, I like the fractions because all I have to do is come up with a power for x that added to this power will equal 1. So 7/8 plus 1/8 is x to the first power, and that's what I wanted. Now I can't just multiply by x to the 1/8 in the denominator. I have to multiply in the numerator as well, so it continues to be equal to my original expression. So I do 1 times x to the 1/8 is x to the 1/8. Now, technically, I could leave it like this, but because they gave me a root in my original question, I'm going to change it back to a root now. So this is the 8th root of x over x, and that is my answer. In number 4, I had to simplify this. Now, there's a lot going on here. So I'm going to start off with just distributing that exponent to everything in the parentheses. Distribute the exponent in. So in my first group of parentheses, 8 to the 1/3 power is actually equal to 2 because the cube root of 8 is 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So there are 3 2's multiplied together to get 8, which means the cube root of 8 is 2. Now here for the x's, I would do 15 times 1/3, which is the same thing as 15 divided by 3, so that's 5. And then here I would do 4 times 1/3, which is 4/3. So that's that first set of parentheses. In the second one, 4 to the 1/2 power is the square root of 4, which is 2. X squared to the 1/2 power, you have to do 2 times 1/2, which happens to be 1, so it's just a plain x. And then this is y to the 1/2 power. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is just combine together things that have the same base. So 2 times 2 is 4. X to the 5th times x is x to the 6th. And y to the 4/3 times y to the 1/2, I have to add those exponents, 4/3 plus 1/2. The common denominator would be 6 again. So I'm going to multiply this by 2 to get 8/6. And I did both the numerator and denominator times 2. And over here, I'm going to multiply by 3 over 3, which is 3/6. And I have to add these. 8 plus 3 is 11. So this is 11/6. Y to the 11/6 is my answer. So it's 4x to the 6th, y to the 11/6. Moving on down our page. Number 5, they asked me to multiply these two rational expressions. So I'm going to start off by factoring. I'll factor this first quadratic and this one, and I'll factor this. This can't be factored, so I don't have to worry about that. So x squared plus 4x minus 12. That's going to be factored like this. This is my product. It's what I have to find, two numbers that multiply to get. This is my sum, positive 4. So I need two numbers that multiply to negative 12 and add to positive 4. That's positive 6 and negative 2. So that's the factored form of the numerator. Now for the denominator, I need two numbers that multiply to positive 16 and add to positive 8. That's x plus 4 and x plus 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16 and 4 plus 4 is 8. Now in the next fraction, 2x plus 8, that's just going to get factored by a GCF. I'm going to pull a 2 out of that. So both of my terms get divided by 2. 2x divided by 2 is just x, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that's how I got this. And the x minus 2 just gets to stay there. I'm going to put parentheses around it just so it kind of matches everything else, but you don't have to. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is just reduce everything and then rewrite whatever's left over. X minus 2 gets reduced with x minus 2. X plus 4 reduces with x plus 4. And nothing else can reduce out. So my final answer is 2 times x plus 6 over x plus 4. And that's my answer. If you wanted to, you could distribute the 2 in and get 2x plus 12 here. That would work as well. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but it's just a little extra work, so I didn't do it. In number 6, the last one for this video, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to factor everything I can. X minus 5 cannot be factored, so I'm just going to keep it. X squared minus 16 is a difference of two squares. The way we factor that is we take the square root of the first thing, we take the square root of the second thing, we write a minus sign, and then we copy it again and write a plus sign. So it's x minus 4 times x plus 4. Okay. Now I'll write the division sign. Here I need to factor this. I need two numbers that multiply to negative 15 and add to negative 2. So that would be x minus 5 and x plus 3. In the denominator, I need two numbers that multiply to positive 28 and add to positive 11. So that would be 7, x plus 7, and x plus 4. 7 times 4 is 28, and 7 plus 4 is 11. So that's my factored form. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my fraction division. That means I flip the second fraction and change to multiplying. So I have x minus 5 over x minus 4, x plus 4. It's my first fraction that stays the same. I'm going to multiply, and I need to flip this. So it's x plus 7, x plus 4, x minus 5, x plus 3. Now the last step, I have to reduce and rewrite what's left over. So the x minus 5's reduce, the x plus 4's reduce, and nothing else can reduce. So my final result is x plus 7 over x minus 4, x plus 3. And that's my answer. Okay, so that's it for this video. For the next 6 questions, just watch the next video.